Alright, let's hope this is working this time. So, after a few weeks hiatus due to renovations and being sick, I am back to redo the last video I posted because my recording software decided it didn't need audio. So, let's try this again, shall we? Okay. So because I can't, well, for starters, I can't be asked repacking the entire box and then unpacking it to pretend to be excited all over again, I am going to do something a little different this time. So I'll just cap what was in the last box. So we've got our usual little letter thing. Came with the 4 incenses, bath salts. It was the bath salt themed witches box with a different little chant thing to go with each of the bath salts to use while using it. It also came with not this one, with 2, well, you have the 1 full moon ritual, and, the one page, so we have new moon ritual and a very, very long, so you have the full moon and then the very, very long new moon ritual pages, but that's not really, like, they're nice and all if you're interested in bath salts, but I am not really. So the one I really, really wanted to talk about was this. So this is a sacred shower wash, and it basically says talks about using those in a shower instead of a bath, because not in this day and age, not all of us have baths in houses, especially those of us who live in apartments. But the interesting bit here I want to talk about is at the bottom, where it talks about preparing the washes for a spray bottle or a wash basin. And I remember talking in that last video about that because, I mean, we live in a very, very busy, most of us live very, very busy lives. And so to, have the time to stop and, sit in the bath for however long can seem like use of time that we might be better spent elsewhere. So this whole concept of putting in a spray bottle or a wash basin. Oh shush. So yeah, it talks about doing a wash basin. So for wash basin, it can be a bowl, sink, whatever, and then you prepare it and use it. And use it whenever. So all in this particular one, it talks about having it in the shower with you. So it says basically when you're done showering, you pour it over your head to use it. So you have your shower and then pour the basin of salts over you and call it a day. So what you can also do with a basin is you can prepare it in a basin, and when you wash your face in the morning, essentially you wash it over your face. And this is, you hold your intention, so whatever it is, maybe even say that chant or make up your own if you are so inclined, and just something to help you prepare for the day. And if you have kids or run a tight schedule, especially like, for example, I have to get up very early in the morning, so you can do this, like, maybe if you want, you might even be able to do it before you go to bed, so it's waiting for you in the morning. However, the one I really, really liked was to put in a spray bottle. So it says here, to put these in a spray bottle, you can make an infusion. And it basically goes through how to make an infusion. Put the herbs in water and boil for 30 minutes, strain. It also says the water will only keep for a week max. And the very cool thing about the spray bottle is, once again, it's like the basin for people on the move, except even quicker. Like, you just need to stop, take a few moments to center yourself, and then say the chant while you spray it over yourself, and then keep going with the rest of your life. Very good for witches on the move. However, it is also very, very good for those of us, like myself, for most of my for basically all of my life who've had to practice in secret from my family, even now where I have my own home and pay mortgage. um, I I am very strongly discouraged from openly displaying my beliefs. So a spray bottle filled with filled with like a sacred wash or whatever you want to call it is a very discreet way for those of us who don't want to show off our beliefs to have it. And as I said, like especially if it is a pleasant scent, you can use it instead of perfume and can brush it off as such. So when you get ready, you can just have a bottle like this one, which you can buy from various places. I got that one from Daiso, and you just have it in the bathroom. And as you're getting ready, after you've brushed your teeth, actually after brushing your teeth in the morning would be a particularly good time to do it, because if you having to brush your teeth does force you to sort of stop for at least for a few moments, the rushing around. So straight after that would be a particularly good time to sort of relax, calm, focus your mind, picture the day ahead, what you want, and maybe you have one particular spray you like, or maybe you can have 4 bottles. I mean, those ones are fairly cheap. And then you just pick the one you want, spray it of yourself, saying whatever chant you wish, and take up the rest of your life. Yeah, so I very, very much liked that concept. It's a very modern sort of thing to say, and I'm very, very glad they brought it up, because it is so useful for so many different reasons to so many of us these days. So yeah, whether it's the wash basin for those of us who don't, like wash basin in the shower for those of us who don't, or the bowl rather, in the shower for those of us who don't have a bath, or you know, how to make the wash basin to wash yourself in the mornings, or just the spray bottle for those of us who can't even spare the time to make a bowl, or um, who aren't really permitted to have this stuff in the house. So, and another thing I want to talk about is so here you have safe wash, but we also have essential oils. Is also a thing you can use, and you can use essential oils in this spray container. And while you could put straight oil in here, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you can. When you put it in a spray bottle, it comes out in a small little squirt, doesn't spray nicely. And so you could just squirt, rub wherever, like spray some onto your hands. But at that point, you're better off with just a normal squeezy bottle. However, if you do want to spray it over yourself, like with these, I don't know if you can see it, this oil is kind of clear. But if you can see, there is 2 different liquids in there. So there is water and there is oil in there. So in here is eucalyptus oil that we spray on the children's hair to help discourage creepy crawlies. And so what you do with this, so put your oil of choice in here. There are books and such for if you want to make your own. I have a couple myself. And you just put in there, shake until it's mixed through, and then for a little while at least, when it sprays, it will spray like water, and with the mixture of the oil inside. So that is another thing you can do for if you're on the run or discouraged. Either buy whatever essential oil you like, or make your own. I mean, and if you don't have books, I like books. I'm a bit old-fashioned like that. There are plenty of guides on the internet for making your own oil infusions. So there really is no shortage of options for you. If you, as I said, if you are not in a position either time-wise or environment-wise to be able to do like a full bath, or a full sort of sacred bath ritual in your own home, there are little ways and means for those of us so restricted to still be able to take advantage of them in our lives. Uh, so yeah, so anyway, in terms of this, I think I'm going to be keeping this new format probably forever. Living in Australia, I get the box way too late. Everyone else has done their unboxing, so I'll probably go through, like, before I record the video, I'll open the box, go through everything in it, collect my thoughts, and then just do a little chat. Like, yeah, for me to do unboxing just isn't feasible, especially with my massive backlog I've got building up. And hopefully I'll go away. Hopefully this backlog will not get even greater because because my computer decided not to record audio again. So yeah, so I think I'm going to be keeping this, make it a little more conversational. Yeah, I did also pre-record a few videos, but they likewise did not have any audio. So I'm going to try and take some time off work to get that going so I can get something of a reasonable schedule going. And also talk about other topics because I didn't start this channel to talk about the Witches box. I like them, but not that much. Sometimes they're hit and miss for me. The Moon box especially. Yeah, actually, in fact, these rituals probably would have been better suited to the Moon box than what we actually got. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be trying to. I have another sort of unboxing I want to do from a Kickstarter I backed. I've spoken about it a few times from the blacksmith, so I want to get that unboxing done or redone before his next Kickstarter arrives. Yeah, and then what else? Oh yeah, and then I also want to get onto so the whole reason I started this channel is uh, as you've probably guessed, I have a fairly strong Christian environment going on in my life, and I've had a couple of people throw books at me, Christian books at me, and make me basically made me promise to read them, and because I, for personal reasons, refuse to go back on those promises, I can't I can't read them by myself. You guys will see when I do them. They're really bad. Um, yeah, so the only way I'm going to be able to read those books is essentially with help, where I can share my pain with hopefully at least one other person. So that way at least someone gets some value hopefully out of me subjecting myself to them. But anyway, so yeah, yes, so once again, fantastic little advice for the modern witch here. So yeah, I felt I had to redo at least this bit. I couldn't just scrap the whole video without the audio. If I could, if I had the effort, I would go back to the three videos I made without audio, just put ridiculous subtitles on them and post those. But I don't have the effort. I don't have the time. But yeah, so hope you all have a great day, and we will see you later once I can get to my stop recording video because it's posted stuff in front of it. Come on.